I was 16 when I met my husband. I suffered domestic abuse for 10 years. The violence and emotional abuse started when my first child was 3 months old. From an innocent conversation chatting with him and some friends in the street, when we arrived home, he slapped me, and the nightmare of the next 10 years began. Some of the things he did you wouldn't believe, but it's obvious to me now he had paranoia, and this was what was motivating the abuse. I lived pretty much as a prisoner with my 2 children. My own family were too far away to help. He controlled everything I did, what I wore, where I went, who I spoke to. I walked with my head downwards, no makeup, clothing that covered me to my neck, because if I didn't, I'd be in trouble. I remember one day in front of his own family, when I was innocently reaching to lift up my baby, my top was slightly loose, and he called me some horrible names. He would regularly humiliate me, verbally abuse me, call me names. If he left the house, he would record my activity in the home. He took my independence and my freedom, my life. I would wake up and often there would be a knife near my pillow. He would issue regular threats of harm and threats to kill me, and the fear was overwhelming. It was like living in a constant nightmare that I didn't know how to wake up from. I remember the day I left him, when I took my 2 children and 1 bag. That was all I had, but I knew they were all that I needed. From the minute I walked into the refuge and met the other women and families and staff that worked there, I felt so safe and comfortable. Myself and my children began our recovery. My key worker at the refuge helped me with absolutely everything, from sorting out new schools for the children, a bank account, accessing welfare benefits. They even supported me with my impending court cases. They would chat to me, support me with my mental health. It became so safe, I didn't want to leave. And one of the staff members I'm in touch with today, well, she was like a mother figure to me, and I'm so grateful for that support at such a low point in my life. Almost 5 years on, and I'm in a happy, healthy relationship. I've got a part-time job, my own home, and of course my children. I recently passed my driving test, and I've now got my own car. We're planning a holiday as a family later this year. I'm honestly no longer afraid. At that time, my abuser thought he had control of everything in my life, but he couldn't control my spirit, my strength, and he certainly couldn't control my future. If you are reading this and you can relate, if you're hearing this and can relate, my advice to you is please don't be scared, because happiness is just around the corner.